Teaching is the noblest of all professions. Without teachers, all other professions would not exist. It is a profession that must be treated with utmost pride and passion, as it is both a vocation and a responsibility. Certain laws are legislated to regulate the actions of teachers in relation to their surroundings, especially with their students, like the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. But even with these legislations, violations are still running rampant until today. Here are 3 cases violating the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers in the Philippines. In our first case, a teacher is given the maximum sentence of 6 years for forcing her students to place trash in their mouths as a punishment. The abuse impacted the student's mental and emotional development, causing the student to suffer post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD and lead poisoning. The student was awarded with 20,000 in moral damages, 20,000 in exemplary damages, 20,000 in temperate damages, and 15,000 as a fine from the teacher. In another case, a teacher in Baguio City is facing investigation after beating at least 10 grade 7 students for being too noisy and not doing their homework from last Friday. The student narrated that the teacher found them to be too noisy and spanked their buttocks 3 times, and when they failed to submit their homework, their hands were beat with a broomstick 3 times as well, for a total of 6 beatings. In our third case, teacher Girlie Villagonzalo in Milang was arrested for pushing and pinching one of her students sometime in 2018. She has made bail, which was about 85,000 pesos, collected from the teachers of Milang in response to the school head's appeal. She continued to do her teaching duties while her case is being heard. The common problem in these cases are the moral and ethical values of teachers with their conduct of disciplinary actions in the classroom. It is stated in Article 8, Section 8 of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers of the Philippines that no corporal punishment should be inflicted on offending students. Using corporal punishment and bullying as a disciplinary measure in the classroom is unacceptable, and rightfully so, as it is illegal for teachers or even anyone to physically harm and abuse children and students for any reason. I think that if the teachers from our second and third cases are found guilty, they should be punished by suspension of duty and revocation of their professional license as stated in Article 12, Section 1 of the Code of Ethics. This would ensure that justice is rightfully served, and it would also serve as an example to other teachers to let go of their outdated pedagogies and practices and help them promote a safer learning space for learners where their needs are accommodated and met instead of being punished. I also think that there is a great deal of ignorance regarding the Code of Ethics for professional teachers. It is not merely a one-day lesson for us educators to know our rights and our limitations when it comes to our profession. We should do our part in reading and understanding the laws regarding our safety and the safety of our students so that we can minimize the rates of these inhumane cases of abuse in the classroom. We have to remember that being ignorant of the law will excuse no one. It is not a proper defense to state that you simply do not know that what you are doing is wrong and unethical. It is our obligation as functioning citizens of our country to know our rights and limitations for our safety and the safety of everyone around us. In conclusion, whatever the reason may be, it is illegal and unethical for us teachers to lay hands on our students. We have to understand that they have certain needs that manifest in a lot of unacceptable behavior, and it is our job to accommodate those needs and help them develop and achieve their greatest potential. Undermining and punishing their needs will lead to emotional and mental distress and trauma, which may alter their life from there on. We are the second parents of students, and we should be the ideal people and role model that they could emulate, not the ones that will crush their dreams.